Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to discuss escapism and avoidant behaviors. This is a common thing, with people who have like panic disorders and anxiety disorders and, various like mental health disorders. And I feel like it's a topic that I wanted to cover because it's just been on my heart, and I've just been thinking about how I deal with a lot of these behaviors, and just wanted to share like some research that I've done, and also, like different coping mechanisms, like healthier coping mechanisms when it comes to escapism and avoidant behaviors, and like what usually causes those kind of behaviors. So, and then I have also definitions, so I'll be reading definitions and stuff that I wrote down. But escapism is the tendency to seek distractions and relief from unpleasant realities, especially by seeking entertainment or engaging in fantasy. And different types of escapism could be like daydreaming. Like I've spoken in a previous video about how I have like maladaptive daydreaming, and sometimes I don't even realize that it's happening when it's happening, and it's a form of I also have like panic disorder, so it's a form of a coping mechanism I use when I am feeling anxiety and stress. So like learning these different triggers and these different things have helped me kind of stay in the present moment, when dealing with that. Another form of escapism is like overdoing hobbies that you usually have. Like you may like to read books, play video games, like work or study and stuff, but sometimes when you are like in like trying to use it as a means to escape, you will overdo it, and sometimes to like a point of obsession as well. And that's like TVs also, and even exercise, like working out. You can use that as a form of escapism too, if you're overdoing it and not doing it in a healthy manner. You're doing it as a means to avoid addressing emotions that you're feeling. Um, Another form of escapism is drugs and alcohol, like various drugs. People use various drugs and things like that, combination of drugs to try to escape situations, or um like kind of definitely like hallucinogens. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but they use drugs like that to kind of try to escape reality. And like I said, usually this is like with people with like different kind of panic disorders and things like that. And a panic disorder is anxiety disorder where you regularly have like sudden attacks of panic and fear. And anxiety is just how we like it's a body's response to like stress. So usually things that cause like trauma, like anxiety and panic, are like trauma, abuse, and like different kind of things like life changes. And big, it could be a big life change or a small life change. And like I said before, mental health disorders are also common causes of panic and anxiety disorder. And then avoidant behaviors are actions a person takes to escape from difficult thoughts and feelings. And these and it includes like actions a person does or does not do. And I've also experienced this, like what's the example I can use? Like trying to avoid going certain places or certain events, and sometimes it like making up excuses or reasons that we feel like are very valid to us, but actually we are using these excuses as a way of avoiding actually having to go out, because certain triggers set off like anxiety. Like this is a big trigger right now for me, like speaking on this. It's like making me feel anxiety just talking about it. But yeah, like avoiding people, places, and events, and also avoiding job opportunities. Like if you are like qualified for jobs and stuff like that, like our anxiety and the fear of like doing, or could possibly cause us to just like skip out on different job offers and stuff like that, different events and stuff, like with your friends inviting you out to go to different events, and and instead of like you're trying to find some kind of like excuse to avoid going, because you don't want to have to be like surrounded. Like sometimes crowds of people can trigger people into anxiety or panic attack. Just changes in scenery can trigger people to anxiety or panic attack. Distance could, and just like even close quarters, and definitely people that suffer from like PTSD and things like that. Those things can trigger panic and anxiety attacks, and a lot of times people don't want to, they'll try to avoid certain situations which would put them in an environment to experience an anxiety or panic attack. And so yeah, when experiencing avoidant behavior, some people, they try to escape feeling anxiety. That's what I just said. And when they do actually escape the feeling, so when you are actually successful in like avoiding these like outings, or avoiding these environments, or avoiding just getting out in public, it actually reinforces the anxiety induced thoughts. So you would think like, oh, well, the world is bad, I'm safer in the house, I'm safer away from everybody, and things like that. Like you actually avoiding and making these forming these thoughts to yourself, to like reasons why you can't go or you shouldn't go. It actually just reinforces the anxiety or the thought. And these behaviors can be maladaptive, which inhibit your ability to adjust healthily to particular situations, and they prevent you from adapting or coping well with stressful situations, which can also result in anger and frustration with yourself. Like you can get frustrated with yourself, you can get frustrated with others. And yeah, it's a very frustrating experience, especially when you're not aware of what is actually going on with you. I know for years I suffered from anxiety and panic disorder, and I had no clue what was going on with me. Like I would withdraw from family and friends, like events, different things like that. I would make up a bunch of excuses to why I didn't or couldn't do something, but I didn't know for a while what I was actually experiencing. Yeah. And some healthy coping techniques is like just being able to be patient with yourself, like being able to be understanding that things aren't going to change overnight, and this is something that a lot of people suffer from. And just being able to remind yourself of that when you do feel frustrated, or when you are getting that angry with yourself, or not, you can be more compassionate to yourself. And also, another healthy coping technique is meditating, and just being, sometimes it also helps, like taking time out to yourself to like go like sit in silence. Like even if you're not, like they have different meditation videos on YouTube. They have guided meditation videos on YouTube. If you're not very if you're not knowledgeable in like meditation and some of the techniques, or like I said, just sitting and taking time out to yourself, you are allowed time to yourself. And this is like a lot for like parents, and definitely with COVID and everything. Like a lot of people with like homeschooling children, not getting that time to themselves, and different things being disrupted, like that, things like that. Also, talking to a mental health professional about your problems, is nothing wrong with that. A lot of the times people think it's like taboo, in different groups, ethnic groups, I guess, it's looked at like as a weakness to actually try to seek professional help. But there's nothing wrong with seeking professional help and sitting down and discussing with somebody, what you're feeling. We need these groups and communities to help us. You're not alone in experiencing these things. So just knowing that you had that support can be very helpful as well. And then also relaxation techniques can help, like deep breathing and yoga. Also, like engaging in like activities that you like, but health in a healthy way. Like engaging in these, like not overdoing it as a means to distract yourself from what you are actually experiencing in real life. And also getting out and like walking and getting out in nature also helps a lot. And also doing a self-assessment of your emotions. You know, RAIN is a technique. RAIN stands for recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. Recognize is when you're feeling an emotion, you are like allowing yourself that time to actually sense what emotion that you're feeling and identify it. Identifying which emotion that you're feeling, and then allow is allowing yourself to feel this emotion. Investigating is asking yourself what part of you needs attention. Like, where is this emotion possibly arising from? Usually what I found when I am experiencing anxiety is when something in my environment I feel like I'm not able to control, or I'm out, it's like outside of my control. That's mainly a big thing for anxiety, is environment, definitely for people who have experienced some type of a trauma or abuse. You know, sometimes like when you were in that moment of, you know, that abuse or that situation, sometimes it causes you to feel like you have to control your environment. Another part, the other part on is recognize, allow, investigate, and nurture. So nurture is like, you know, be kind and be patient with yourself and showing up for yourself, just offering yourself whatever is needed, you know, in that time. Like just being patient with yourself and just allowing yourself the time to actually self-assess your emotions and what you're feeling. Yeah. So I just wanted to get on here and speak on that. I think probably the next video I'm going to cover, because usually like avoidant behaviors and escapism usually leads to emotional detachment and emotional unavailability. So I'm gonna speak on that in another video, but I just wanted to get up here and put out this quick video and put out these you know, some like healthy coping techniques, and hopefully this video helps somebody, you know. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. All right.